Thank you, Sharnice. She said, y'all cute. Sharnice, you was teaching me some stuff last night, girl.
Girl, she got to do what she gonna be doing. That child is that woman. Thank you. All right, wonderful. We're coming in. We're excited. Please share the vid. We need to start inviting people. And this is certainly one of those cups. I'm drinking coffee for real. I really, I really am. So these are our cups. Ruth and Naomi connection. So they go for $3. You can get your cup. And I'm going to confess, I didn't send any cups out yet.
It's okay. It's okay.
It totally left my mind. So
Minister Neil said, come on in then.
Come on in then.
Hello. Good morning, Sister Tammy.
So, good morning, Sister Tammy. So yeah, let's start trying to share this. Get some folks to come on and talk to us, listen to us talk, comment. So you see the title. Thou shalt love his baby mama.
Ooh. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. She do look like you, Sharnice. Yep.
Stop making me blush. You making me blush.
That's cute.
You see how I said it? You're making me blush.
This is about to be a hot mess.
Oh, people. It's not good. I'm gonna tell you something. It's not good when I'm tired.
Chaston just put his hand up.
Yeah, it's not good when I'm tired, but it's good when I'm tired. Okay?
It is. It's real good.
So I am tired. I'm tired this morning. I have coffee in here for real. Tasha don't have nothing in her cup. I'm gonna tell it.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I drank some coffee this week. Had me jittery, and I'm like, I'm not drinking that for a little bit, and I drank too much.
She left it alone. You know, I started drinking coffee when I was pregnant with Chaston.
That's what's wrong with him.
I think so. My mother-in-law, I was so greedy when I was pregnant with Chaston. My mother-in-law used to drink coffee, and it would just smell so good, and I was sad to have it.
Oh
you know what I'm saying? So, and I kept saying, "Oh, Mom, that coffee smells so good." It smells. So she said, "Do you want a cup?" I said, "Sure." So I would go over there to drink coffee, and after I had Chaston, I was still drinking coffee. So yeah, that's
messed up.
That's kind of what happened. Because my mom didn't drink coffee. My dad, he drinks coffee, but my mother didn't.
Well, during the work week, I do use my cup for work.
Oh,
I drink tea.
Do you now?
Yes, I drink tea.
Okay. All right, so we get ready to start this conversation.
I like that topic.
Yeah.
Thou shalt love thy baby mama.
Love his baby mama. You gotta love her, honey. So what? Oh, you're funny. And sometimes that can be challenging.
Look at.
Oh my gosh. What is Minister? He already going. Huh?
You said y'all be looking so good on a Saturday morning club with all these art.
Thank you, Minister Neil. We
Yes,
try.
thank you.
we want to add the flavor of our womanish or womanly, somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, something.
We want to appear very womanly. Okay, I'm ready, Tosh.
Well, I was thinking this week, I was watching something, and I think it was dealing with something with a stepmother, and I thought about that. You know, the relationship with the baby mother. you know, you marry a man who has children, and hey, he has a baby mama. What do? I mean, some people, you know, I hear some people, they go at it with their baby mom. And, you know, my oldest son father, the two women that I knew he had kids with, we didn't have a problem. We were young.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, it is what it is. We got kids, you
Right.
know, and we just was okay. You know, it's not like we sat and had dinner together, you know, but we were civil, you know, when it came to the kids. But I hear other women, it's just like, you know, I ain't letting my baby go over there because she over there. I'm like, it shouldn't be that way, because that father still should have a relationship with that child.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, you know, those are relationships you should try to work out.
Okay, yeah, that was a very mature view. All right, so I was not as mature. I was not. So I'm dealing with baby mamas. Yeah, it's about the quality of people involved. Dealing with baby mamas, I was not accustomed to dating a guy who had children. Mm-hmm. I used to intentionally not talk to a guy. If he had kids, that was the cutoff. Right off, if he says, you know, I would go, it's like, after your name, do you have any children? And if you do, so we're not talking, we're not going to have any dealings with each other. And so, of course, the Lord knew that about me. So now in church, when the Lord started dealing with me about my spouse and I would get married, one of the things he said to me, could you accept your husband if he had children? I was like, no. And the Lord said, you need to change how you think. Mm-hmm. And I knew at that point, I'm going to be married to somebody. I'm going to be married to somebody to have kids. And so I was kind of like, oh. And so going into it, I didn't know. I didn't have. Oh, okay, Shara, I'm going to read that. You know, I didn't. And it was jealousy. It was a bunch of insecurities on my part. And then I would say this, and I hope my husband is watching. It was sometimes the way he did things. Mm-hmm. It was sometimes the way he did things. And I don't want to do that, and he can't talk. Let me tag him to make sure he's watching.
Dad is watching. He's right here. He said, hey, baby.
Hey, baby. Yeah, sometimes it was the way that he did things. So it was kind of new to both of us. Mm-hmm. So I was not loving his baby mamas. Not at all. Mamas. I wasn't loving them.
Man, mamas,
honey.
Mamas
had attitude and was ready to cut them to shreds. So, you know, I mean, the whole thing, head up, like whatever. You're just mad because he's my husband, and you know what I'm saying. He didn't choose you. Yeah. So it was a whole lot. It was a whole lot of negative energy in there. Okay, Sheree said that's because the father is still 9 times out of 10. Still sleeping with the baby mama. I think sometimes that is the case. Uh-huh. That, you know, the guy is still doing stuff, and then it gives that female that extra energy. Mm-hmm. That because you know I'm a fan of Wendy Williams. How you doing? And I like. And I love Maury, you know, watching the Maury show. And it's always funny when they come on there and it's like, well, he said to me this and that. I ain't never say that to her. She lying. Then he take the lie detector test and it's like, you were, what is that? You were lying or you're not telling the truth. That was a lie. That was a lie. You know, so I do feel like the men cause a lot of that, that negative energy. Okay, real talk for real. Not all the guys, but some. Okay, yeah, that is true. That they are, and it causes conflict with the women. You know, and that's conflict amongst women over men is not uncommon. Yeah, that's been going on since the beginning of time. Bible times. I talked about that in Flo Time. I talked about Hagar in Sarai's relationship, and all of that was because of Abraham. Yeah. Oh, you a nice guy. You always like, yeah.
Yeah, because he could have did more with that, kind of like civil.
Jealousy and hatred are, what you mean, Minister Neil?
Are the root problem?
Oh, are the root problems? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So it's like when you become confident in yourself, then you don't have an issue with that woman. You know what I'm saying? She was a part of his life at one time. You know, they were intimate with each other because they have some kids or they have a child, but it has nothing to do with you. And when you're confident in yourself, you can move to the place. Yeah, you can kind of move to a place mentally and emotionally that you're able to separate it and you put it into its own place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, Sheree said, yeah, LaJoy, we used to watch that. Peaches said, the lie detector determined that was a lie. That's how.
Yeah, my baby watching more.
Kira said, like how they want to be married, but still. And you know what? Like I said, sometimes I think some women do have legitimate concerns. You know what I'm saying? Because the guys do some crazy things.
Yep, they do.
They really do. They do some crazy, underhanded things that sometimes put women in a position that. Oh, okay, yeah, So no, men do things that sometimes put women in a position where they lash out at others. Okay, so the guy who marries somebody when he know he still wants the baby mama, but the baby mama don't want him.
Yeah, that's still like that attraction is still there, and it's like I'm still trying to be right here, but I really love you, the one that I married, but it's still like something over here.
Yeah, I love you, but there's still some feelings here, unresolved feelings here, and if he keep picking with it, and if she keeps kind of leading him on, or
because they will do that.
They do, and some women once they find out the guy have somebody else, then that's when they, at that point, he becomes, that they're interested in him again. Now, I've known some women to do that, and this is the truth. I've known some women who have a baby daddy, and he moves on, and he marries somebody else, and then all of a sudden, things become an issue. It becomes an issue, like you were saying, in the child going to be with the dad. It becomes an issue that she can't come with him to pick up the kid. You know what I'm saying? The kid can't go over to the house, that if he wants to visit with his child, that it has to happen at her place. And all of this, you know what I'm saying, is mere foolishness and unresolved issues that cause women to be in conflict with each other.
Yep.
Sheree said, both of my kids' father have no other kids but ours we have together. But I'm mad because she, the stepmom, won't come. Sheree, I'm sleepy. Don't make me laugh like that. Sheree is really crazy. She gonna say she mad because the stepmom won't come get the kids. Instead, they encourage the father to stay away. I'm like, that is so wrong. It's just selfish.
Just selfish on all parts. I hear you, Sheree.
Oh, Minister Neil, sir. Minister Neil gonna say, so here we come with the blame the man thing. Ownership. Minister Neil, I'm not blaming.
No,
I'm not blaming. I'm simply stating facts of what happened.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, the women who are on this live, any woman have been in a place where I've experienced that. Where my older children, their dad, you know what I'm saying, was with another woman, and whenever he would come to see the kids, it was always about me and him. And it's like, we're not, and it's, but she had an issue with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not blaming, I'm stating facts. And that is what happened.
It is.
So men need to take ownership that there are times. Why is it, Minister Neil, that you like men don't never do nothing wrong?
I know. As soon as we say something about, it's because the man did something, they did.
Yeah, I mean, come on now.
Women do things too. But I'm telling you, those type of relationships that happen like that is because a man has done something. They've done something.
All right, my hubby said if they have children together, the mother sometimes poisons the children against their father. That's true too. So you have all of these things, but now even in that, if the women in that thing, okay, so I'm the wife. If his baby mama has been poisoning the children, I can add, what is that? Gas to that fire? Or wood, whichever way. I can add something to the fire if I'm not together. And then my attitude is a certain type of way. So it's like, okay, see what I'm saying about him? See, he let her do this, he let her do that. And I can say in my past, so it's like this. When we first got married, we all lived in the same city. Well, she actually moved back. I tried to invite her in. To come so that she could talk. So it's not like I'm trying to do whatever. And then Kara, I said her name. Well, his daughter's mother, she and we always had a civil relationship. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? It's like, she was very respectful, she would talk to me as well as him. It wasn't just dismissive with me. And she found out that the daughter had behaved a certain kind of way or was doing something. And she would say right in front of her, don't go over there doing like that. You go over there and you act right. Because Miss Rochelle gonna get you. You see what I'm saying? So it was.
She included you in the discipline part of.
It was totally different.
She didn't feel like you were going to like abuse her daughter. Because some women got this in their head, like, I can say, because Johnny didn't have any kids, but if he would have had them, I would have. I'm that person with kids. It's just like,
yeah, you're very loving,
right? Whatever. But I did tell him if something happened, you had a baby while we married. Oh no, it's over.
Honey,
that will be over.
Honey, that's a Thursday night topic.
That will be over.
That's a Thursday night topic. Look, Deanna said my kid's dad came to get them when they were young. The step monster got mad, left and turned the power off. I tried to beat her head.
What in the world?
Yeah, some women can. You know what I'm saying?
Women can be ugly in this.
They can be very ugly in this. Okay, Minister Neal said this seems to be the theme on this show. If you keep saying that, you will continue. No, that's not the theme of this show. We're talking about building positive relationships between females. So in order to build, you must address what has caused some of the conflict. Some women, and you got to agree with this, Minister Neal, some women are in conflict because of a man. Yeah. Period. Now, I know you can't disagree with that.
Because some men who have low self-esteem love when two women fighting over him. They feel
man.
They feel like that, some women fighting over me and they think it's cute.
Some guys did. All right. Y'all just get out of line on Saturday morning when Chaz is not on the show. Mr. Neal, don't geek Chaston, because the truth is, what I'm saying is the truth. We're not even talking about men. We're talking about women. Why am I doing this with you? Why am I doing this with you? I'm going to do my coffee.
I think he said his alarm clock or whatever.
So he can get on and give us a hard time. We're talking about building positive relationships between females. I am sharing my personal experience with dealing with a baby mama. I am saying, I'm not blaming my husband.
He gonna say, you right. LOL, you right.
Thank you.
No, that's Chaston saying that to Mr. Neal.
You know what?
Chaston, come on now.
I need you and Neal to quit. All right, Johnny said y'all need to quit. Because what I'm saying is the truth. Me and that lady could not get along because of insecurities that I had. And it had to be something with her because we were both kind of going at each other. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And we wouldn't have even known each other had it not been for my husband.
Right.
So that was the dynamic that had us fighting each other, going against each other was him. So yeah, that do happen.
It could have been the other one too, she still.
Mr. Neal, I said that. I said I was in conflict because I did not know who are you listening to the show or do you just listen for when we say something about a man?
Yep, that's what he listened for.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Deanna, she said that was the last visit. I bet it was.
That is
all right.
Crazy.
Yakira said, I want to tag team with the stepmom. She can get my son for the remainder of his childhood. It's only a year and some change, but real talk, the dad actually made things a little uncomfortable between us by making up things and lying about me. I'm telling you, that is the experience. Yep. I'm not blaming men. I'm saying that women need to feel good about themselves. They need to be sure about themselves in the relationship. And then when a guy is doing that, because there are some guys who will do that because they don't want the women. I've known some guys. I've known some men. Minister Neal, Minister Neil, I've known some men who have intentionally stirred conflict because they didn't want the women to like each other. Mm-hmm. Because they was afraid of what the ex would say to the new woman. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, Minister Neil, you can do that all you want to. You know there are some men who have some tripped out ways. Mm-hmm. Chasta, you are welcome at any time. Thank you, baby, for being honest. My hubby said, we as men do cause problems between women. Immaturity, insecurity, and ego. Tinsley, that's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. That really happens. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about mine. So once I matured, once I grew in Christ, once I grew in love, I no longer felt threatened. Because I can say that. I used to feel threatened by her because she had his first kid.
Yeah. And it's usually there's an attachment, like, okay, you give the man, their first kid, it's just like whatever.
Yeah.
I think maybe that's why I was secure because I had the first child.
I can't stand Mr. Neil. Right. And you hold that position. Yeah, so now this is true. So with that one baby mama, she had his first kid. So I'm on the other side. I had a guy's first child. Mm-hmm. And so I knew what she was doing. Mm-hmm. I knew where that energy was coming from because I used to do it to that one. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Whenever she would say something, I would go, girl. You know what I'm saying? You can't take my place. I'm his, you know?
First.
So it's like, yeah, we were doing that. But now that I've matured, it's like, if I had to do that over again, it wouldn't even be like that. That's what I was getting to before I was interrupted by Minister Neil. Mm-hmm. I was saying how we all lived in the same city. And in the same city, I honestly did not want them to have my phone number, and that's foolish. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? And my husband used to say, I got to give her the number because she got my kids. Well, I don't care. I don't care. Your kids could just come over here. Girl, you know your best friend crazy. Your kids could just come over here. Why they got to have the number? And the Lord dealt with me and God said, give them the number. And I'm going to tell you, this is a true story. So I wrote the number down and I found his kids and I gave each one of them the phone number, right? One of the younger sons had an asthma attack. And then everybody was like, and they couldn't even call him. They have the number. They this and this and that, so and so, so and so. And the son said, "Oh no, we had the number. Mama gave it to us because they called me Mama today. She gave us the number." So my whole point is, God was trying to protect me, but I still, I had my own stuff going on.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was trying to read some of the comments.
Okay.
Yakira said, "I must admit, I was heated the time when he showed up to pick up my son when he was younger and brought his girl to my house. Now, I wasn't mad because of her, but because he showed her where I lived and she was a drama queen." Okay, yeah. Well, I could see that. I was mad because the mother would just pop up. She would just pop up and come over to the house.
She was that woman.
Right.
She under felt the pretense like she can just pop up.
Yeah, under the pretense that I have children. And then I felt like one of the things that would have helped is to be able to say, this is your position that you need to be in. This is the position that I give you. But that didn't happen. Mm-hmm. So she and I were constantly going back and forth with each other until I grew in God. Mm-hmm. I had to grow in God. Tammy says some women do overlook the male role and causing division between the women. Maybe your acknowledging it will help them see it. Yeah, that's true. They can't ever be those things if they listen to this show. Thank you, Minister Neil. That is such a compliment. And to Flo Time, because I really do try to enlighten and empower women. Thank you so much for noticing that. Sip of coffee.
Yes. and with these...
A man has the ability to eliminate that.
Yeah. That's true. Johnny said true. Right, a man can't stop it, but most times men selfishly want what they want. So they want the wife, okay, and they want to have interaction with their children. So they would sacrifice the feelings of the wife so that they can, have the interaction with their children and keep the baby mama at peace.
And that's another show because your relationship, your marriage is gonna be.
Yeah, that's
a fight right there.
Yeah, that's a Thursday night show.
Yeah, that's another.
I don't know what we was laughing at, but if I was laughing, I thought it was funny. God didn't say give them the number. Common sense told you to give the children. God told me to get that little boy that number because God knows me. And when my other side come out, I have no common sense.
Cheers.
Very true as well.
That's true.
That's true. Listen,
it take a minute to bring you back.
baby, when my other side flip, bam, I ain't got no common sense. Only God can get through to me at that point. God and my mama, and she gone. And my mother used to get to me like, bam, come out of there.
When you start saying sweetie, stop.
Yeah. All right, are you ready?
And your oldest son.
Are you ready? Huh? Yeah, you can. You do, because you come and you bring that softness out in me as a mom. You be like, mama. And then I calm down. It was.
Sips coffee.
He gonna say, Mr. Neal gonna say, come on, Brother Johnny. A male's voice is truly needed here. Come on, Peach. So bring your chair. We're doing today. So come on in, and she's gonna talk with us. Come on this side, please. So that's one of the things that we do, and we're excited because I always talk about Peach Chasta's wife, and I love my daughter-in-laws. I really do.
Yep.
And so she helps us to get this done. Oh, okay, because you ain't that big.
Right. Me and you over here sliding over.
Yeah, I did have to go that far. All right. So now look here. So the conflict. Now, I know you don't have a knowledge of that.
No, I don't.
Or do you? Tell us the tea on Chaz.
Wait, I ain't got nothing in my cup.
It ain't it.
Tell us the tea.
What tea?
The Chasta got another baby mama.
Not that I know of.
And if they said it better
Girl, she said not that she know of.
It better not be, because
so that's a maybe?
That's a not that I know of.
What is your experience? So you've been hearing us talk. So as I always say, Sharnice is the one behind the camera who's helping us to kind of build some things up. So I always wanted it where it wasn't just Tasha and I always talking. I wanted to include my daughter-in-laws. And so Sharnice cannot stand the camera, but she did this for me. She said, I'm going to do it because I know you wanted it to be inclusive of your daughter-in-laws. And I did. Okay, so come on. What are you saying?
As far as what?
As far as what we've been talking about.
Well, of course, I don't have any experience with that baby mama stuff. Well, I wasn't saying it like that.
I know, come on, I'm sorry.
No, I don't have any experience, but the only experience I've seen it. Like, I've seen it with my family, my dad and his children. So that's about it. But they pretty much, for the most part, get along by not being around each other.
That's the best way to get along.
Like, they drop them off at my grandmother's. That's the mutual place, and then they
have a system. They have a common system,
Yeah.
and I think for the kids' sake, these two adults need to be civil.
Right.
It just
so
work
the
it
common
out.
place is my grandmother's.
And your grandma is a sweetheart, and she's full of wisdom.
So all of us, and she'll come in and sit down and talk to my grandmother. But the next, they don't clash. They don't come in.
Oh, I bet. Mr. Neal, whatever. This is about women's empowerment. This whole scheme of things that I do, the Flo Time, for ladies only, is about women empowerment. The Ruth and Naomi Connection is about women empowerment. Thank you for joining us, sir. Leave us alone. Thursday night. Okay. Deanna said, my husband, baby mama, thought she had those rights to come and go as she pleased. Yeah. But he opened the door for that because he never closed it to put her in her place. They even had a second child doing them.
Wait a minute, I ain't even got no tea in my cup. And I was like, Lord Jesus.
Tammy, I know, I watch Wendy Williams. I'm telling you.
That is interesting.
Wow. But resolve. It's okay, Minister Neal. You see that comment? And that's what I'm talking about. When the men don't resolve it, and sometimes what
He let his wife in.
what did he say? Chas, we don't understand your
No,
comment.
he telling Minister Neal we let his wife have because we don't bother his wife.
Oh, Oh, whatever.
He said you would make life hard doing that one.
For him.
For him.
Oh, by bothering his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, by picking on her.
Picking on her because
life hard for him.
him at home.
Oh, by who picking on her?
Them too. Like, you know how they do the men thing?
Oh,
Not gonna do
okay.
that because she's there.
You don't want life to become hard for him.
You know what?
I don't know.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, back. So then check this out, for real. Back. So when we're talking about this baby mama conflict, I think too, when you hear the energy, you get what I'm saying? I think people would think it's just as odd. I know I did for these mothers to get along. Just as they look at in-laws, you know, getting along, people would think that's odd. Especially, that's what we need to do a show about, being the daughter-in-law of Prophetess Lee. We need to do a show about that, and we need to talk about what that looks like. Maybe we'll do that, so you have to come back. Okay. Maybe we'll do that again. That we talk about that.
Because that's real life. Because I'm telling you, people I talk to, they be like, I don't like my mother-in-law. She can't even come to my house. I'm like, how your mother-in-law can't come to your house?
I'm sorry. Minister Neil, I don't care. Call this the no.
I cannot.
Mr. Neil, I don't care. Whatever, sir. You know what, Deanna? You gotta write a book, Deanna. You gotta write a book.
That's
People
a
need
book
to hear
right
that.
there.
Now, and I'm being very serious. All jokes aside, it is a real issue. So much so, some people marriages end because the women cannot get along. And although Ms. Neal said I pick on men, I'm not trying to pick on men. I want to highlight the fact, because I do feel like women need to get to the place. Now, they're going to really hate me when I say this. They're going to really think I'm picking on men, but I am not. One of my pet peeves with women is when we allow men to consume us. I don't like that. I don't. I have a real issue with that. And I'm talking about consume us to the point that we can't think well. Yeah. That they become my everything. And I love my husband. I treat my husband well. But my husband is not my everything. God is. Right. God is my everything. And some women fail to do that. You know, so you get a woman who is so into a man that he is her everything, and then she feel like she's being threatened, she is going to lash out at everybody that comes around. And I do think that happens quite often with women. You know, they lash out at each other, and the root cause of that is the relationship with this man. And my husband made a great point when he says, and I saw that and I want to acknowledge that. He said most men don't empower their wives or include them in the relationship between the children and the other mother. That is a powerful statement. That's why that's my husband. Oh, that's a powerful statement that he just made. And it's rooted in biblical principles. And I love to do this. So when you go to the story of Abraham, Hagar, and Sarai, that God says to Abraham, send her away. This is tearing up your home. You need to stand by your wife. You need to do what it's going to take to keep your home happy. And if your wife is not happy in this situation, you need to give your wife top priority. Send this woman and this child away, and don't worry, I'm going to take care of them. And that's the thing that God did.
He really did.
So that was empowerment in the sense that Abram chose his wife. People don't like this, but he chose his wife over his children. Yeah. And I'm not encouraging that. I'm not. Right. My point that I'm making, and I believe God will take care of. But some men have that thing backwards. They'd be like, I'm not choosing no woman over my kids. I understand it. Just like I don't think a woman should choose a man over her children. But your husband should have top priority in your life. And the wife should have top priority in your life. You know, excluding God. You know, we got God way up there. And then we're going to put that spouse there. And then everything else comes after that. And I think if you do that, it makes a big difference in your life. Right? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's been my experience as a baby mama. I wasn't a good, as a baby mama, I was good. I think. I was okay. I ain't like her.
I was good. I was good as a baby mama.
She was like a cough.
Not a cough. Oh, good.
That is so funny when that guy said that. Oh, when I read that thing, he gonna say, I don't like him. He looked like a cough. Girl, I've been cracking up at that. So whenever I say I don't like something, I say it looks like a cough. I think that's funny.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. I think I was
Minister Neil, I'm going to agree with you. You're absolutely right. And that's what I'm saying. Some women are immature, petty, stuck in past hurts and hateful. That's true. And some of them are resentful because the guy has now grown up.
and he's working it out with someone else. He's having a relationship with someone else.
And they got the better version. They got the better version.
Yeah.
And that's what my husband's, one of the baby mamas, she made the statement. And I really wish she would have tuned in. But she was on the show, I'm only repeating what she said on one of the shows Chastity and I did. And she said, well, you got the better version of him. Yeah. So she dated him when he was young and stupid. Like I told her, if I had dated him, it wouldn't be no other version. Because, child, I would have killed him. Okay. Honey, I come from the school of boil water while you sleep and pour it on you. And let your family come running. I have more water for them. Okay.
She mean it too.
Best friend.
I know you mean it.
Child,
Yeah,
please.
she do.
I know. She mean every word.
I am. I'm from that old school. Yep, I learned that early in life. Boil some water and throw it on them. You know, they don't throw water on me.
That's what they need, huh?
Years ago, they used to boil water and throw it on men. They don't throw water on me. You don't hear that no more. They don't throw water on them like they used to. I wonder why they stopped that.
My mom did the hot coffee.
Hot coffee.
They got guns and knives and stuff.
Yeah, but you burn their hand. They can't even touch that gun.
No, I'm saying the women go get knives.
Yeah, the women got knives and guns. Oh, they don't have to boil water no more. They have knives and guns. Because I'm like, if you worried about him, girl, them women will burn you. Years ago, they will burn them.
Yeah.
Hey, that's funny. That is funny. I would have boiled some water for him. He would have come walking in that house all big and big. Oh, okay, you back. Take this.
While you think I'm in here cooking, I'm boiling the water to get
Oh, for real, Deanna. Have you ever heard of that movie, The Burning Bed? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know you're young. You're younger too, but I'm saying it was back. Deanna's younger than me too, but Deanna probably watches some. But The Burning Bed, what I mean is being inquisitive. The Burning Bed, y'all gotta Google that. Farrah Fawcett played in that movie, The Burning Bed. And sure enough, girl, Deanna, you know what I'm talking about, honey. Them women didn't play. Maybe because they were not very educated, so I think maybe nowadays.
Said she saw her mom boil some water, and then she stopped because I woke up and saw her walking.
Honey, I'm telling you, you hear about men beating women to death like they do today. Honey, the women had
so
that
we're
water.
learning there's power in the water.
Yeah. All right, Minister Neil, I'm agreeing with you. He says, the problem is ladies don't give a man a chance to grow up and then be angry when they grow up and be taking care of the next lady and living good. Jealousy 101. I totally agree with you. Mm-hmm. And that's why I said what you said is true. You know, that there is some resentment there. And then that's one of the things, like I said, when she made the statement, you got the better version. And as I grew in Christ, I learned how to be sympathetic toward her because, you know, she was younger than him, and then you having these babies, and then you getting this type of treatment because he's growing up, he's trying to deal with himself and learning who he is, and you know, and then I meet him, he's in church.
In church,
you know what I'm saying? Jumping up, touching the ceiling with his praise. You know, so yeah. And I can imagine that did make her angry. But I'm gonna say this.
Make me angry.
That one of the things that he did, which was yeah, look it up, Tammy. It's a good movie. It talks about domestic violence. I'm going to say this, that after my husband got into church, he tried to do the right thing. He went and he tried to make amends with his baby mama. Like, come on, let's make this work. We got kids together. Let's do this. And she didn't want to do it. And then, lo and behold, I was in church praying, God, send me a man. I need a man. 7 years, Father, I need a man in my life. So what to share my man? I need a man.
You said it just like that?
I say it like that.
Okay, so share my man.
Yeah, I was like, God, I want to be married. I want to be married. And he was praying, God, bless me with someone who really loved the Lord. And God is like, whoa, bring it together.
Right.
And that's what happened.
This is good.
Yeah. Them older women would teach you some stuff, honey, if you get with them. What about the other woman who encourages the man not to have a relationship with their children? I know, look, wait a moment. Men's nigga say, how come they don't throw hot water on me? No, Mr. Neal, you know what I'm saying. You know the women would do that. You would hear about that. Them hot grits, that lady, she added a different flavor to it. Al Green had really made her mad. She added a different thing when she put
because
some
there's
grits
nothing
with
he can
it.
do. They'll stick to you.
Have you ever been burnt by grits?
Yes.
When you cooking grits and they pop on your hand, it just make you feel like you want to go to heaven.
It's a lasting sting. It's a lasting sting.
I just get numb. So when I cook grits, I get me a glove to put on my hand. Yeah, because it hurts. So she threw all those grits on that man's body. She was tired of him. Yeah, but they don't burn them like they used to. But
they'll burn them like
Tyler Perry had the grits in that pot.
right, that's where he got that from, the Al Green thing. He got that. Hi, Cubby. Okay. All right, so we ready to do our questions?
Yeah. We usually do the summation. Right?
All right. I'm sorry. Let's do our summation. Okay, wait. Sheree had a question. She was saying what about the other woman who encourages the man not to have a relationship with their children? It's unfortunate when that happens. It's really unfortunate. The only thing I can say about that is that somebody has to be the mature one. Mm-hmm. So if it's my kid and the other woman is encouraging them not to have any dealings with my children, I need to humble myself and try to deal with her. Mm-hmm. Because I need him in my children's life. You get what I'm saying? But then sometimes it's almost like it balances out. I don't know if I want to say that.
I think the man should step up.
Yeah.
The step up?
The man should step up and say something.
Mr. Neal, I'm not doing no bad teaching. Oh, whatever. I'm not doing no bad teaching.
He gonna say so sad.
Yeah, I'm not doing no bad teaching. Well, I've done. Women, has this been bad teaching? I'm not doing no bad teaching.
You making us think.
I'm enlightening.
Yeah.
Women, please don't go burn these men. Now, I think they stopped burning them because they put you in jail. Years ago, the women would burn the men, and they'd go to work.
So silly.
They have a better man when they get back.
They used to get burnt. And they learned how to behave. They're going to go to work and bring you the whole check after you burnt.
Oh, goodness.
When it's unsafe to be able to go to sleep, yeah, you gonna bring that check home.
Ooh, he knew how to make amends after he got. No, seriously though. Usually when they burnt him, they was done with him. He became somebody else's man.
Yeah.
Girl, I don't want him no more. You can have him.
What you do? Burn him and leave him. I'm gonna burn you and I'm about to leave you.
I burnt him, girl. You can have him. He all burnt up now.
He all burnt up. I'm good.
Women, don't go burn him. Okay. Mr. Neal, leave me alone.
This is boiling water now.
Boiling water.
I'm about to cook.
Sheree, stop it! You wouldn't dare burn me.
No, she said she about to cook now, though.
Yeah.
That's why she boiling water.
They stopped after Al got them grits.
Yeah, he got them grits.
You know what? And I think when men saw that, men learned by example. Mm-hmm. When they saw, wait a moment, this lady took this burning thing to a whole nother level. She had some grits. They knew women would start getting creative. I'm gonna put a little honey with them grits.
No, and let it stick to you. It sticks to your body. That burn you up.
Mr. Neal say, you're not going to say nothing to sound like your wife taking notes.
I ain't worried about that.
I'm not taking any notes. I have a good man. I don't have to throw water.
Oh, God. Cooked medium well, huh?
Y'all are crazy.
I tell you. So if you can't in your conflict, no, let me not do that. My summation, okay. Whatever you do, don't throw no hot water on your man. Don't. Now I'm laughing, ladies, but y'all know we don't go around burning them. For real, I feel this way. When you have a conflict, people know how I am. I believe in the power of prayer. Now I'm going to be very serious with this. I think when you have some situations that's going crazy, I believe in the power of prayer, that God has the ability to change some things around. You should take it into your own power, especially in this day and time, but they don't mind throwing women in jail. They will put your butt in jail. So I'm not going to burn you before I burn you. Now, because it may be in me, I might take some hot water and throw it on your car.
Yeah.
You know, burn some paint off. Some hot water with some paint thinner. Man, that'll
hook your car up.
You probably do better, burn it down.
Right.
Mr. Neal, these women out here are not crazy. They teasing you. They're not going to do that. All right. My summation really, though, as when you got women who have that common, that they share, have children by the same man, you really have to practice humility. I think I want to say that you have to practice humility, and you have to remember that person, the opposite one, is playing a role that maybe they don't necessarily want to play, and to be sympathetic toward them. And I think to deal with kindness, and like we said, to be confident within yourself that if you are the wife and your husband's not giving you any indications that he's cheating, whatever position she have, let her have that position, and you work to build yours with him. And that's my summation.
Okay, I agree with that summation, and I also say just let's be adults in the situation. Let's talk.
Yes.
And try to figure out a common ground. Hey, I may not like you, you may not like me, but there's a common goal. These kids that need their father.
Yep.
And and they can have an added mother too.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So talk it out.
Yep.
See what happens from there.
Absolutely.
So what I think is, if everybody put the kids first,
Mm-hmm.
it all makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think
That's
that was
true.
the issue with
That's
my
true.
family. They're not putting the kids first.
Yeah.
They were thinking about themselves. So if you put the kids first, then everything else should come together.
That is so true.
Yeah.
He said your wife was like left eye, you better be careful.
left that bird that man. She burned his house down.
Sure did. She turned that out.
Anyway, Miss Neal, you really need to quit your mess.
She burnt that thing down.
She sure did.
That was a $1 million
did.
house. She
She
burnt
sure
that thing
did.
down. He shouldn't have been doing what he was doing.
This is true. That is funny.
I guess women saying fire.
Yakira said I was kind of hesitant to get with a man with kids, but in my case, I was the only mother they had per se because their mother had passed.
Oh.
Yeah, and sometimes that's a different situation.
That's different.
That's a different one, unless the man is in love with the memory of his wife. And then he's just trying to move on. That could still make things a little bit more challenging for the man. Okay, so I'm gonna do our questions.
No, I wanted you to do the questions with Sharnice. This is the opportunity.
Oh, you want me to do the questions with Sharnice?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be fun.
You go. I gotta go first.
All right, that's gonna be fun.
It's a different spin. We do the questions all the time.
Okay. If you had to give up one thing for the rest of your life, would it be brushing your hair or brushing your teeth?
Her hair.
It's gonna be her hair. I know.
I know.
I know. It's gonna be her hair.
What? I do care about my hair.
Yeah,
Quit playing.
that was a horror, but the most
thing I've noticed
Was
she's
the
like,
teeth.
yeah, her
Yeah.
teeth.
I brush my teeth because I'm afraid of the dentist,
Yes.
so I always brush my teeth. All right, so you brushing your hair or brushing your teeth? I got an answer for you. Which one? Brushing your hair or brushing your teeth? Brushing your... I don't know, like, because you want to do them both.
I
Yeah, I can't pick one.
I do.
Yeah.
But you gotta pick one.
Okay, I got to pick one. I'm going to say your hair because you're going to make sure your breath is right. You're going to brush your teeth. So, I mean, you can do something to the hair.
my hair has to still be looking
Yeah.
like something.
Yeah. Okay. Would you rather spend 2 weeks stuck in a psychiatric hospital or stuck in an airport?
Both.
And this is for you?
Well, yeah, because I have to answer for you, and then you have to answer for me. All right. So, would you rather spend 2 weeks stuck in a psychiatric hospital or stuck in an airport? Yeah, you'd rather be stuck in the airport.
Yeah. I don't know, cause you'll probably be okay in the hospital trying to help people.
Yeah, I would be okay at the hospital.
Yeah.
It would bug me being stuck in the airport because I need us to move. I need to get. That would just start getting on my nerves after a while. Minister Neil. Yes, Sheree, I do love brushing my teeth. There was no hateful moment. Yes, Sheree, the hospital. Minister Neil gonna say, please let it be your hair. Jesus be some mouthwash. Whatever.
Okay, would you rather be a character in an action-packed thriller or a romantic comedy?
Okay. All right, for you, I'm gonna say romantic comedy. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think you really like action movies, so I think you'll do the.
Yeah, I hate action movies. It makes me too tense.
Yeah.
Yes, romantic comedy. You know who?
I thought we were gonna break him up today.
Oh, okay. Why clap for Idris? I'm
she
sorry.
bring him up when she's tired.
Yeah, I could be in a romantic comedy that we always.
I can see you doing that. That's so funny.
That's gonna be the whole movie.
That's gonna be the whole movie. Would you rather spend 20 years in prison and be exonerated as innocent, or be put away for 4 years despite you're innocent and be considered guilty forever? Oh wow, that's a good one.
That's a really good one.
Would you rather spend 20 years in prison and be exonerated as innocent, or be put away for 4 years despite you're innocent and be considered guilty forever? I'm gonna say the 4 years. That you,
20 years.
yeah.
Well, you can call me guilty forever.
Yeah, you sure can.
Yeah.
You can call me guilty. You.
Bad enough, I gotta do the time.
So what do you say?
I want to say 4 years.
Girl, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't get two hoops.
I don't think you care enough. Yeah.
Consider me guilty. I know the truth.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question.
That was really fun.
20 years in prison? Oh, no. No.
Okay. Would you rather be known as a one-hit wonder for a novel or a song?
Okay, would I rather be known as... Okay, you got to answer. Okay, I'm going to answer for you.
Okay.
Would you rather be known as a one-hit wonder for a novel or song? Which one?
I gotta pick which one.
Uh-huh.
You pick it for mine.
I know. Probably a novel then.
Absolutely, yes. I would
I think
love
she's still
that.
trying to sing.
I would try, but I don't care about that. I would love to be a one-hit wonder with one of my books.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Sure, gonna say 4 years. You got stuff to do. All right, so look, I'm gonna say for you, a song. And die. No.
Yeah.
You're not gonna do it?
I
Okay.
do that. Only reason why I would say a novel because then I don't have to go up on stage and perform in front of people.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Yeah, sure, you got it right. Or then you could do like. He was gonna say something. Mr. Neil, yeah, we had to think. I could go to the psychiatric hospital. I'll be okay. But you know what? I don't know because I'm gonna tell you something.
These days, they can.
Child, it's a whole.
Yeah.
Would you rather take an action-packed European vacation or spend 2 weeks resort?
Is it Caribbean resort?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think Caribbean resort. Action packed. I don't get what that means. Like,
Yeah, I'd rather be at spend 2 weeks at a Caribbean resort.
Someplace
I don't have
like
time
that.
for action-packed
Yeah.
because that might stir the wrong part of me. Then I'm over there somewhere getting arrested.
And they
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
thank
we
you.
don't
try to figure out
Right.
how to get you.
Okay, I'm gonna say the same thing with you at Caribbean Resort because you want to just sit back, relax, enjoy yourself, be with Chasta.
Hey,
hey. Oh, this is easy. Would you rather own a house or rent a residence?
Oh yeah,
That's easy. Of course, you want to own.
yeah. I want to own.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say own. Yeah. Yep. Okay. For real. Over the airport. Oh, this is good. Would you rather be stuck on a train or a bus? Okay, I'm going to say, would you rather be stuck on a train or a bus? I'm going to say a train. You'd rather be on the train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't say where we going.
Right, it don't say.
They'll make it easy.
I don't know. I think you'll like a train too.
A bus if Clef is there.
But remember on the bus they cut that person head off.
Oh yeah, no, the train. The train.
Oh, okay.
No, it's the train. It's the train for real. I would want to be on the bus. I've ridden on the bus.
I don't like buses.
But ever since that man cut that guy head off and they said took his head and was doing this, and can you imagine? I need to go home and rest. But can you imagine that you get off? No, that story was always scary. They stopped somewhere.
You talked about it when we had
They got off the bus, girl, and when you walking back to get on the bus, you right, Sherroy, you walking back to get on the bus, there's the guy standing here with the man's head taunting people. He doing like this while they looking through the window like, oh my gosh. Because him and the guy didn't get off. Wow. So you've been riding with this man the whole time? Yeah, no.
Brian got to know him and everything. Cut his head off.
He was sitting next to him. Cut his head off.
Oh, that's scary.
And while the people coming back from I would not have gotten back on that bus. I'm sorry, y'all gonna have to fly me wherever I'm going. I can't even deal with a bus anymore. All right, we're done. That was fun.
That was good.
So we got to know each other pretty good.
Yeah, that was good.
So you've been like really spying on me and things?
Drink your coffee.
You love me enough to pay attention. I love you too. Yeah. So, this is. I am sleepy, Sherroy. I said that. I am. I'm sleepy.